And we have arrived in this town of Sanderson, Texas. Sanderson, Texas is a census designated place, and we're going by the post office right now in Sanderson, which is taken care of by the USPS. The population in Sanderson is 678 people, and that was as of 2020. And now we're going to go in here to the Amtrak station, and this is basically the Amtrak station in Sanderson. And we're going to get out and just take a little bit of a walk around the area, just kind of look at what Sanderson train station looks like. Here's kind of a view outside of the train station. Well, it's an open air train station basically. And we're going up to the sign here. Take a walk and kind of stand underneath the platform here, or at the platform. And then there we are, Sanderson, Texas. Let's see. Kind of look around here. Looks like they've been doing work on the trains here, or the rails. Looks really clean, and the station here itself looks really clean. Nice little small town station. This is looking east, and then we have that ridge right over there to the right. And just kind of follow that around here. And then over there, right there, is the post office. And we're going to walk back over to the car, and then we're going to start driving around the town a little bit. See what this just says, Sanderson Station. Really nice. I wonder how many riders they get through here. As I was doing my research on this, it didn't really say how many riders embarked here or got off here in Sanderson. But this is kind of the midway point between El Paso to the west and San Antonio to the east. So we're just kind of looking at across the street here. Small little parking lot. I don't know if they do overnight parking or people just drop off or not, but this is the Sanderson Amtrak station. Gotta buckle up for safety just in case. I'd probably be the one that would get caught for driving without a seatbelt, and I'd have to explain myself as to why I didn't have my seatbelt on, but oh well, part of life. Okay, I'm gonna zip through here again, and we're gonna go back up to the main drag, kind of take a look around at the town there. If I didn't mention, and if I did, sorry for repeating myself, but as of 2020, the town of Sanderson had 678 people in town here. Sanderson is also the county seat for Terrell County. And, oh wow, it looks like there's a building that has been demolished or finally tore down after some time. So we're coming up here to Highway 90 and the cross street that we were at. And I think we're going to make a left turn and start going up by the high school and go see the center of town here. And here comes the Sanderson Bank on the right-hand side here. Looks really modern. And we're going to make a turn up this street here. All right. So Sanderson, Texas is served by the Terrell County Independent School District and is home to the Sanderson High School Eagles. Both the high school and the junior high teams play six-man football. And I think I'm going to be making my way up to where the high school field is, and we'll probably get out there and take a quick look at that and then jump back in the car and, do a little bit more driving around here. One more thing before we get up to the high school there. In popular culture, Sanderson is the location of the trailer park where Llewellyn Moss lives in the 2007 Coen Brothers film No Country for Old Men. And trying to watch out for any glass on the road here. Oh yeah, we're coming up to where the high school football field is. And we're going to make another left here. Okay, maybe that gate is open where we can get through. Sorry for the photos there, or the videos, because I'm kind of switching back between both hands. But this is Eagle Field for the Sanderson High School. And let's see, I think I can drive up here. So I'm going to drive up here, take a look at this. And yeah, we'll kind of park right over here and take a look at the field. And we'll get out, or maybe not. So this is the field here. Wow. For a small community like this, they certainly have something really nice here. This looks like down here to be the away benches. And then over there, that looks to be like the home side there. And then the field house down there, probably where they sell snacks and stuff like that for the fans. All right, so we're gonna drive around a little bit here in town. Now, back in June of 1965, there was a huge flood that killed 26 people and washed away multiple homes and businesses near the usually dry Sanderson Creek. Since then, many flood control dams have been erected across the Arios upstream from the town, which would be back in this direction to the north, over this grouping of small little, well, I can't call them mountains, but we'll call them little hills. The Southern Pacific Railroad comes through Sanderson, as well as the Amtrak. That is the same one that goes through the town of not Monahans, but the town of, oh, we were just through there. I'm so sorry that I forgot that one. The town of, I know it's here, Marathon. And that's the Amtrak Sunset Express. So we're going to back up here. And then we're going to go back down this hill. This hill looks pretty crazy here. Sanderson is also known to be the cactus capital of Texas. And we'll make our way down the hill here. And we'll go through the streets here a little bit more. It is a remote West Texas city and very tight-knit community. And like I said, both the junior high and the high school, they play six-man football since their population is really low. So where is the, I'm trying to find, we've already been past the post office. I think I need to go over here. We'll go down the next street and see what we find here. Oh, looks like we have a church here. And this is a Church of Christ church. And church goes at Sunday night at 6:30 p.m. Yeah, a mixture of some dilapidated homes and some homes that, well, I don't want to say look less than desirable, put together. But they look occupied, so as long as there's a roof and four walls, some people just can't be the complainer and will take what they get, especially in a small town like Sanderson. And we're coming up to another, I believe, church. It kind of looks like it from the side here. This white building at the end of the street here. Oh yes, it is a church. Okay. And then on the other side, it looks like it might be part of the courthouse system. So we're going to take a left here. And this is the First Baptist Church of Sanderson. Oh, look at that old wooden home. It's got not aluminum siding, but plastic siding on there. And this is the Bicentennial Park of Terrell County. This red building here. Now, I've been through Sanderson before, and probably around 2005, 2006 time frame. And I remember seeing this olive drab greenhouse here. At the time back then, it looked like it had just been built and it was beige exterior or tan color. Still here, still looks really nice. Got some more houses here. And I think we're going to make another right. And then we're going to make another right after that and go down the other street here. And we're coming up on another church in town. Oh, look at those palm leaves. They need to cut that down. And here's the next church that we see. And we'll kind of go by it and then make a U-ey. This one is the First Presbyterian Church. Really nice, and it looks like maybe an attached home here for the pastor. And we'll flip a U here at the end of the street and come back down, and we'll see if we see some of those government buildings. And no one's coming down the road. Either way, we're good. Flip a U here, come back down the street. Now, about 6 miles outside of town, there is a place that we're going to check out, and it was the place of a train robbery called Baxter's Curve Train Robbery, also known as the Sanderson train robbery, and this occurred back in 1912. So we're going to go see that. I want to say that there's a historical plaque out there, but we'll see. Like I said, it's in a, well, what the railroad considers a dangerous curve, or more or less probably a blind curve in the tracks, where you're not going to see the train from one side until it passes that section of town there, or that section of the train. And here's the Terrell County Public Library. And I think we're coming up on the high school, I do believe, and we're going to go past that. We got another church here on this side. Oh, this looks really nice. This is a rock church. Oh man, that's really nice. That's a really nice looking church there. And have the church bell at the top. And then we're going to make a right, and we're going to see the school, probably the high school here, or maybe the whole school complex itself. Oh, look at these old style buildings. These look like they're from the 60s. Look really nice. Again, if you're liking the content of the videos, leave a like and subscribe, and we'll do some more. Definitely do some more. And then there's the 4-H club there. I hope we're getting that. And then we got some tennis courts over here on the left-hand side. Yeah, it's super hot today. And we're coming through the next intersection. And like I said, coming down to the main street in town here. And what do we have here? It looks like a county building, but it could be a residence. Oh, that looks really nice. Got some boarded up top windows there. Terrell County Sheriff Office. And then here's Kerr's. This place, from what I've heard and done the research, they have just about everything you could imagine wanting at a secondhand store. And I'm sure that they can find it for you if you're looking for something in particular. And we'll make a left out onto Highway 90, which goes through the town of Sanderson. And then here's a Big Bend Information Building, because we're on the eastern edge of the Big Bend National Park. And here's where the First Calvary Baptist Church used to be, or maybe still is. At least the sign is there. Kind of looking at things through town here. Electric scooter, or maybe a gas scooter. Sanderson 2020, class of 2020. All kinds of things and buildings and places in town here. All right, so that'll about do it for Sanderson right now. We're headed over to Baxter's Curve, where the great train robbery happened back in 1912. So give me a few minutes and we'll see you over there.